Hello, and thanks for joining us for another episode of MidAmerican Gardener. I'm your host, Tinisha Spain, and joining me in the studio today are two of my pals, and we've got so much great stuff to talk about today. So let's have them introduce themselves, and then off we go. So, Miss Martie, we're going to start with you.
Hello out there in TV land. My name is Martie Alagna, and these are not my tomatoes. They were generously donated by Tinisha, and I'm going to show you how to pluck them out of here and give them bigger shoes because they're growing children.
Growing children, yes. All right, Kay.
I'm Kay Carnes. I'm a Champaign County Master Gardener, and I love herbs and flowers and
Tomatoes.
Yes.
Pottery.
Yes.
Vegetables.
All the things, all the things. Well, spring has sprung, thankfully. A little chilly, but we're getting there.
Yes.
We're going to get there, right? So I'll just start, I guess. I'll start the show off today. This guy, this has been kind of an experience. I started this around Christmas time. It started to grow a little bit. It put off, like, you know how the bloom, you can see it poking above, and then it just stopped. It stopped doing any and everything for like 3 weeks. It did not budge. And then finally in February, it took off again, and now it's blooming. It's about to fade. I've been enjoying this for a few days now, but I just wanted you guys to see it. And the stalk is getting so heavy, it's going through it. But anywho, there she is.
Wow.
This year's
You actually
bloom.
got her. Oh.
Yeah, Martie said to put some tape on it, so I'm going to do that right after the show.
Yeah, get like a skewer or a
See if I
pencil or
can
something.
save her for a while. But yeah, we got to enjoy that in the kitchen for a few days. But there she is, my lovely Amaryllis.
Thank you for sharing your drunken flower.
Yes. All right, Kay.
Ooh, I gotta lay down.
Too much. All right, Kay, what do you want to show off first?
I'll start here with the bouquet.
Lovely.
I just love flowers, and I've got them growing everywhere, and so I just go out and whatever's blooming I cut and make little bouquets out. And this it's got some jonquils and some daffodils, and there's one tulip that was the only one that had a stem long enough. My other tulips had stems that are not that long. And I actually found a little area of bluebells.
Very pretty.
So I put those. And this is a stem from our pear tree.
Oh, you know what? I like the depth it adds, and the blooms are just super pretty.
Yeah.
Very dainty.
A thriller, a filler, and a spiller.
Hey, you've got all the elements there.
Yeah, baby.
So I'll do this all the rest of the season.
Yes,
You know, whatever's
well, why
blooming.
not? Because they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
And these are all, so this is all in your yard. You get to enjoy all of
Yes.
these. Lovely. Very nice. Now I've got some bluebells that are beginning to open up right now. I don't have any tulips that have opened yet. I wonder if I have a variety. I don't know, maybe it got too cold because the weather's been weird. Did your tulips bloom, everybody?
Just
Yeah,
a
they're
few.
blooming, but they're short. They don't have hardly any stem on them. That's why this was the only one that had enough stem to actually put in a pot.
That's got to be weather, right? It's got to be.
I have a microclimate with evergreens on two sides. A row to the north and then the garden sheds on the other side. And it's heavily mulched. There's lots of hosta in there, so I plugged in tulips. They're going great guns. The ones out in the open are like, could I have a scarf and earmuffs, please?
Yeah.
It's so cold. I had one. Well, we were talking before the show. I have one moonlight yellow double tulip with red tips on the, and it's just lovely. And I was just walking by going, hey, oh, you're so pretty. You know, but that's one. That's one. You know, and the rest of them are all, we're over here in the corner. Dumbass.
None of mine have bloomed. But at my mom's house, 5 minutes away, every tulip has bloomed. So it's just funny.
Well, and
Where
some
the
varieties
sun
are
is
early,
and-
some are medium, some are late. Yeah, and when wind, wind just
Well,
steals.
my
the heat.
tulips we have 2 beds in front of the house, one on each side of the entryway. And they're high up. I mean, they're a really great place. And so it gets a lot of heat and sun. It faces the south.
Gotcha. So they're in a good position.
Yeah.
Perfect spot, yeah.
But still, they just hardly had any stem on them this year.
It's been an interesting late winter, early spring.
Yeah,
So.
it's 70, it's 30, it's 80, it's 30.
Yes,
But
yes.
it's Illinois.
Oh yeah,
Welcome
right in the
to
middle.
Illinois, exactly.
Every weather just crisscrosses through, and
Yes. Okay, well, so I brought these in because Martie is going to be the expert on this. Those are my purple tomatoes that Jennifer Nelson gave me
says so right here.
3 seasons ago. Now, when I tell you guys I'm a junk gardener, I truly mean it. My kids finished that juice, and I was eyeballing that carton, and...
This is inspired.
Yes.
Okay, I want to show you what she did. See, this is the top of the carton, right? Oh, no, sorry, wrong. Okay. And then this is the bottom. So you plant them in here, and then this had already been opened where juice comes out, but you put it in here, and this is waterproof. So this sticking down, make sure any extra water keeps it up off the soil. She's a genius. And then you plant your little fellers in there, and out they come. So. Do you want me to just keep planting and you go on with stuff?
But tell us, first of all, can you show us how you tease them out of there? Because that's the thing that the transplant shock, I feel like sometimes I don't get right. So, and feel free to make a mess because
I'm probably going to just tear this. I'm just going to tear, please, dude, that would be awesome, Mom. Thank you very much for that.
I am the host in environmental services.
Okay. Okay. There's the bottom. So I'm just going to tear this down the side. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Yeah.
And
I was thinking I'd open it at the bottom and just let them slip out.
So see, I already learned something because I just would have went top down and just yanked those babies out of there.
Oh, and also, if you can get a tight shot, where the lid was, just left that open to make sure it drains.
Yeah.
You just thought of everything, didn't you? Look at you.
That's why I tell people, if you could just get the seeds, you can find something to put them in.
Absolutely.
Save all that stuff from going to the trash.
I have a knife in my pocket, but I think I'll just tear this down the side. Yeah, I'll just tear it down the side.
Now, are those ready? Are those ready to be moved?
Oh, yeah.
What's the rule generally?
The rule is, let me get one out of here. They have some true leaves on them. So let me turn this way so you can see. I tore this out of here. All right. So I'd take one closest to the edge, and I just chonk him on out. There we are. You can see the little bit of a root coming there. This is the first little leaf. Looks like everybody, you know. But these are true tomato leaves. So once they get true leaves, and then you can see this is a second true leaf coming, that little bitty guy in the middle, and they always grow like this, and then this, and then this, and then this. So this is ready to transplant because it has 1.5 sets of true leaves on it.
Hot dog.
So I teased him out. I got a little bit of soil here. I'm just gonna, we have peat pots. Tinisha provided all of the accoutrement here. So I put a little bit in there. And then I pick up this little guy. People say to pick it up by the leaf. I'm always uncomfortable with that. I always do the root ball because I always get enough root with it. So I put a little dirt in there, put a little soil, potting mix.
Yes.
It's potting medium. And then you put it around the top. And it doesn't matter with tomatoes if you get a little deep because tomatoes will root along the stem. I mean, you don't want to put it 2 inches all the way up, but so put him in his little peat pot. And then genius-y, I would put probably a little piece of, you know, you can see through this. I'd probably put a little piece of paper towel in there or something like that because that'll keep because potting medium is so fluffy, it'll come out.
True.
But you can put a little piece in there and then.
Oh, you put some in that one as well.
Put in here, yeah. And then you can pot him in here. You could even crack the bottom off of this peat pot. Put him in there. And then when you dump him out, he's got more room to root and grow, more medium. This at first when it's little, and then you put more soil around in the plastic pot. Put him in there. I'd probably put this a little bit high, make sure he gets enough light. And then, see, it's falling through, but I'm going to try it anyway.
Put more potting soil in the other pot.
Yeah.
I just see, every time I learn something new.
Yeah, so just put it all around here. It'll keep the little peat pot more moist because the medium will grow, you know, it'll keep the moisture in. And then when you go to plant him, just pop the peat pot out of the plastic pot, and I always tear it off. I know some people don't, but I do.
Tear the bottom off?
I tear the side down. I just tear the whole thing off. I just pull it off.
Okay.
I just peel it off like an orange peel. And then you got that little fart right there.
And there he is.
And he's good. He's ready to go. So it can stay in there. You know, the stem will get as big as a pencil. It'll probably get 6 or 8 sets of leaves on it, and bang.
Do you pinch any leaves
No,
before you put
never.
it into the ground? Never?
I never do. You mean from the top?
Anywhere. I've heard people
Okay.
say they pinch leaves before they put their tomatoes in the ground.
If I have tomatoes that are really leggy, I will take the bottom ones off.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because here's your tomato plant, here's the stem. Everybody use your imaginations. And this is the top part, right? Well, if you've got this much stem, you don't need to, tomatoes will root on their stems. It's pretty handy. So when you plant it, dig the hole. You can either lay it sideways and it'll move up, or you can just dig a hole and bury it down to there. You can bury down to almost the bottom set of leaves and just fill the soil in, and it'll root right around.
Okay.
It'll root, the whole stem will just root out.
All right.
It works really, really well. And they get extra roots, which is, they're an annual.
Yes.
So you want to give them every advantage you can, because you have a small window of opportunity here.
Okay.
So
All right.
yeah. So
Kay, we know
are,
you love tomatoes too. So do
yeah.
you have any tips to add? Do you fertilize before you put them in, or any other best practices to get them a good start before planting day?
Not really.
No. Okay.
They're too small to fertilize. I amend my soil with well-rotted manure. I happen to have
she's
a
got
source.
horses.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So you're welcome to
Come and
contact
scoop
me
some?
later, and yeah, it's very affordable, like free. So yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just going to keep potting these.
Okay, and we're gonna chat about some seeds that you brought in, Kay, because it's about that time. So
That's right. These are old packages I've had for a while, but it's time. This is peas. These are all plants that you can plant now and are getting ready to go. Spinach. This is mostly greens. Kale. And lettuce, and there's amazing colors of lettuce.
yes,
Somehow it tastes better when it's got a little red tint.
I
don't
know
know that. So
It does.
I have one little pot of flashy, and I think that's what it's called, flashy lettuce or something like that, growing on the porch, and it'll be that beautiful red color. But I think you're right. It just makes you feel.
If you
It's like
put
the
them
growth
in a
is newer or
salad,
something.
it gives it a nice color.
It
And,
does.
it's just kind of a fun thing.
It really does. So all of these that you just mentioned, you said these can all go in right now.
Yes.
They can go in the ground right now.
are.
Have you started any of yours?
No. I got to get it ready.
Gotta get it ready. That's
But
all right.
I'm
Still
gonna
plenty of time. Plenty
do
of
it
time.
soon.
It's been so wet.
It has been. It has been. What do you do to prepare? Do you, Marty? You were talking about making soil amendments. Do you
Yeah.
do any amendments before you put these
I
in?
do. I make my own compost.
Nice.
We've got, there's a place in the back of our property where I dump all my, plant material, and eventually underneath it gets this wonderful soil.
Yes.
And so I dig
That's the
some
good
of that
stuff.
out. Yeah.
Yes. I'm so glad it's time to finally start planting some of these things. And I know it's too early for some things, but like these tomatoes that Marty's potting up.
Yeah.
So when will you take yours outside? What's your
My tomatoes.
tomatoes?
Oh,
yes.
not till it gets really warm.
Do you do the Mother's Day weekend? Do you stick to that, or even later sometimes?
Oftentimes later.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
But if they're good size, I might put them in a little earlier than that.
Gotcha. What about you, Marty?
If you have, like Marty does, if you have, I have a collection behind the dryer where the recycling goes. But I have a collection of clean plastic milk jugs, and I should have grabbed one, and I didn't. I cut the top where the spout is out. I leave the handle. Okay, so you just cut a place about that big, cut the spout out and down the side, cut the bottom out. And then when you plant these, you put the tomato in the ground, put the milk jug over the top, put the soil around, you know, and then straw or whatever you use. And they have a little hot cap. You can also you can just cut the bottom out if it's really cold and windy where you live, and you can leave the cap on the milk jug. And then when it's warm during the day, you can take the cap off, let a little heat out. In the evening, you got to go back, screw the cap back on. But you only cut the bottom out, and you make an actual little greenhouse for your tomatoes. Ordinarily, by the time I get around to setting them out, it's really not that cold.
Yeah, they don't need it anymore.
But you know, they don't. They don't. You know, they're all
That's a
done
good
with.
idea,
They're all done with their cuddle duds, you know, and they don't need that anymore.
Yes.
Also, I'm glad you got back over this end of the table. 2 seeds. Can you zoom in here?
Maybe.
2 little plants side by side. One's twice as big as the other one. Which one do you think we should kill?
We have to keep them both.
Oh my God!
We have to keep them both.
All right,
Save
we'll
the
keep
children.
them both. Yeah, here we go.
Thank you.
Well, she only brought 5 pots.
Oh.
Somebody's gotta go.
I'll find.
Anyway,
I'll rummage in the
okay.
trash and find.
I'll leave him in the milk
coffee
jug
cup.
so you don't have a heart
Come
attack
on,
and
Marty.
die.
We
All
can't
right.
kill him.
Okay.
Sorry, Kelly Alsop, if you're watching.
you-
I know she's the one that's just like, toss it over your shoulder and get rid of it. No man left behind.
Boom.
Not on my watch.
Okay, Maureen. That's good. That's good. All right. So
Wonderful.
I just wanted to do like don't grow those together.
And I purposely, I tried to get 1 seed per little cup because
I
those,
did too. Yeah.
those guys produce, I mean, I've never had anything but 100% germination for
Yeah.
those tomatoes. They are, and then they are aggressive over my head by July. So-
Wowsies. Yeah. So.
Okay, we have a question. We have a viewer question here. This is from Mike, who happens to be, we kind of know Mike. It's Taylor's dad. All right. So she sent in a couple of pictures from her parents' home, and there are these trails all through their lawn that have, I think this is the 2nd or 3rd year that this has happened, but it's like a little highway under there. There's not tunneling or damage, but there's for sure little pathways that critters are using. And as soon as I showed you the pictures, you were like, yep, I recognize that. So who is it? What is it? What do we know about these tunnels?
It's the little animals, Tinisha. It's the little tiny animals. They got to go to the post office.
Cute little animal.
They got to go to the pharmacy. They got to go to Kmart.
They've got things
you know.
to do.
Yeah. So they just run along the ground, but you know, they got a 1-inch inseam and little tiny soft feet. So it takes them a while to leave a trail, but they have really sharp noses. So I mean, you can smell somebody sitting next to you on the bus that hasn't bathed for a week and a half, but mice know more. They know more. They're very sharp. So mice, voles, chipmunks, anything will smell that trail and it's like, oh, somebody else was here. And
this must be safe.
Yeah, I don't smell that they got eaten that way, so I'll go. And they just go down between the leaves of grass. And they just kind of find their little way. And then once one goes, and he comes back, then the whole family will go that way because he came back. So
interesting.
So yeah, they just use their little
that's
their
little private little Dan Ryan that
and
they know, and they can get on and off the off ramp.
And it's under construction as usual.
As usual.
And then also they do that under the snow as well. They don't have to get out where predators can find them. They just take the subway.
Now, next question: is there any way to discourage?
Not really, no.
You know what? I should have realized who I asked before I asked the question. Because she's going to say, just kill them all.
No, I'm not going to. I don't know how
if
you
you
can.
had a cat, would the cat go after them?
They would.
The Plantons might need to get a cat.
Or if you had a dog or something. I mean, they just.
They do have a dog. I know that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's probably not an outside all the time dog. But,
but the path may be safety from the dog.
Could be.
Like you were mentioning before the show.
Yes, exactly. Because they want to live.
Well, you may be stuck
live.
with that path in the yard, Plantons.
Yeah, you might.
Okay.
It's not. Let the grass grow taller. Feel better. You know, it's. What are you going to do?
At least they're not digging tunnels.
No, they're not digging tunnels. And voles, we murder, Tinisha. We murder them gleefully.
All right, moving on to the next question. Here we go. Paulette Horger writes in, I've tried numerous times to grow poppies in my garden, and I've had no success. I've tried seeds and plants, Are there some, well, we'll break this down. Are there some specific varieties that do better in this area? So let's start there. Kay, I know you said you don't usually grow poppies.
Yeah. The ones I've had forever, so
and they're
I don't
doing
remember
just fine,
what
so,
I did.
But Martie,
It's Kay.
And it's Kay. She's
Yeah.
like the Snow White
She
of her.
is. Oh,
Yeah, everything she touches just
it
blooms
does.
and fruits, you know?
It does.
But what about you, Martie? What have you put in poppies for people, and what varieties do well?
I have. I mean, I'm not sure if the letter writer is talking about perennials or annuals. Perennial poppies do very well in Central Illinois. The reason most people don't grow poppies is because they just don't last very long, you know. And they open about now, maybe in another couple of weeks. So it's windy and rainy, and they're like, oh, the poppies are all there. You go. That's it. We're done.
Bloom.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you really got to love them.
Are they a true spring ephemeral? Does everything die back once they bloom? Are they? I'm gonna have to look that up.
The leaf. If it gets really icky out, the leaf can fade. But a lot of times the little crown of leaves will persist through summer to photosynthesize.
Yes.
But yeah, they just aren't very long lived.
Okay.
But they do need just neutral soil. They need good drainage in the winter. As much sun as you can give them. Okay. I mean, they'll grow along the driveway, around the mailbox. The thing is, you don't plant them someplace showy. They need to be in a mixed border because they don't last very long. And then all you have is this little foof that looks a lot like Acalia with no flowers.
No flowers.
Thanks for nothing, you know.
So don't plant them by themselves.
No.
They need some friends.
The annual poppies, like we were talking earlier before the show, the California poppies, the Schultzia, those are beautiful, and they do rebloom, and they do come in different colors also. So I would check that out.
Okay.
You know, they are pretty.
They
but
are.
Really, if you're just doing the perennials, they're kind of heartbreaking.
Now, the second part of this, she wants to know if there was something that perhaps she was doing that they didn't like. So what conditions, watering, do they like?
They need hardly anything. I mean, they're just...
They thrive on neglect?
My phone is off because we're recording the show. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe they are imported. I think they're from Central Asia maybe, but they also, oh, she's got a screen. But they're hardy here. I mean, they are hardy
Western, Central, Mediterranean, or Macronesia?
So, yeah, they're just not, they're not.
They're a long way from home, and they're doing their best.
They're doing fine. You know,
They've adjusted.
They've adjusted, yes.
They have totally adapted, assimilated, and overcome. If you have a place they like, they'll proliferate. They're kind of like black-eyed Susans.
Yes.
You know, if you really love them and you put them in the wrong place, they're just like, we're sad.
Yes.
And they won't do anything.
But they will take
But if you
off.
don't care,
Yes.
poof.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So true.
Or if you don't want them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Coneflowers, I have a hard time growing. I love coneflowers, but they don't want to do well in my yard because I have like partial sun, you know. They really like sun, and they'll pout and whine and die slowly. Come on, buddy.
Please.
No.
Yes, yes. That's the hard part too about what you want versus the landscape that you have.
Yeah.
And the
Sucks,
nurseries
huh?
love us for that because we're going to buy it and put it in. It's going to croak, and then we're going to go back and get something else.
I'm going to try it again. Yeah.
In the same spot.
Yes.
Yes.
There's a variety of rose that I really, really love. It's called Angel Face. It's a lavender.
I'll have to look that up.
Oh, they're gorgeous. Lavender little floribunda. So they're tough and hardy. No, they're not.
When you say rose, immediately it's pinky up.
I have other roses, and they do just great. And this one just reminds me of my grandmother. She had like the first purple roses ever, first like sterling silver and blue girl. They were the first. I mean, they were almost gray. They were, you know, but she loved them, and they always remind me of it. And they have a little wavy petal, and the flowers aren't real big. They're very fragrant, and I just adore them. And I cannot get them to grow in my yard.
See, even the experts have that unicorn that they're chasing. Well, those tomatoes look great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Check's in the mail. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. And I ate hosta last night.
The one she didn't have a pot for that I was going to.
Yes.
He's in the corner.
Okay. I'm going to go dig in the trash and find him something.
I knew you'd be pleased.
But
I could put him in here, but it doesn't drain, so I can't.
Can't do that.
That's right.
All right. I was dividing hosta last night and accidentally knocked off a couple of the crowns. And so we ate them. I fried them up last night.
That's
right.
Sauteed
them. But it was really good. It tasted
People
exactly.
say this.
It was
like
more hydrated than asparagus. Like there's a lot of water in the hosta.
I know what hydrated means. Thank you.
That was more for me. I was trying to describe the essence. Anywho, we're out of time. I'm giving Marty the boot. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, ladies, for coming. We really appreciate your time and talents. If you've got questions, you can send them in to us at yourgarden@gmail.com or search for MidAmerican Gardener on socials. And we will see you next time. Thank you so much. Good night.